Hi everybody, this is Mrs. El-Qasimi, and I am going to take a minute to help explain how you all are going to be doing your constructing compounds lab today. Your worksheet looks like this. It says constructing compounds, and you're going to see that there are 3 different compounds that you're going to be creating models for. The one that I'm going to show you is going to be for the water molecule. So before you get started, there are some materials that you need to collect. At school, we are using some colored marshmallows and spaghetti sticks, but you probably don't just have those laying around your house. So what you might have, hopefully, is a variety of coins. So what I am going to be using to show you how to do this with is I have 6 pennies, and I've got 3 nickels, and I have 2 quarters. You can use different coins, but you need 3 different types of coins, and you need 6 of one type, 3 of one type, and 2 of another type. Okay, so now that you hopefully have collected your coins, these here, in my case here, I've got these 6 pennies. These are going to represent hydrogen atoms. The 3 nickels that I have, those are going to represent oxygen atoms. And then the 2 quarters that I have are going to represent carbon atoms. So the very first compound that we're going to make is the compound of water. First, I want you to look at the chemical formula for water. It's H with a subscript 2, O. We just say H2O. What that tells us is this number that's here, subscript after the chemical symbol, which is H for hydrogen, that tells us there are 2 hydrogens. If there is not a number after the symbol, that tells you that there's just 1. Okay? So for this molecule, I am going to need 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. So my pennies are representing my hydrogens, and my nickels are representing my oxygens, so I'm going to set those there. Now, if you happen to have some toothpicks or something, you can also use those to kind of connect them together so that you can make a model. Okay, so looks something like that. Of course, we want you to draw a picture of your model as well, but you guys who are doing this virtually, you're going to need to actually take a picture of the models and attach them to the assignment as well. But after we have our model built, we see we've got 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. Now I'm going to take this model and I'm going to draw it in what's called a ball and stick drawing. So I'm just going to kind of scoot this over here to the side just a tad. Okay, there we go. There's my model. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. Anyway, then you're going to draw it. And to do a ball and stick model of a molecule, you're going to draw a circle for each of the atoms, and you are going to connect those with sticks. That's why it's called the ball and stick model. Then you're going to put the symbols in the circles to represent which atoms they are. So in this case, we've got our 2 hydrogens are going to be these here. Notice those are my pennies. And then the one in the middle is my oxygen. And so I'm going to put the O for oxygen there. So now I have my picture here, or my actual model with pennies and nickels. And then I have my drawing. Now you're also going to be asked to count the atoms. So to do that, this first one's already done for you. The symbol goes here, and then the name. So H is hydrogen, and you see how many of them are there? 1, 2. So there's a 2 there. So now let's look at the oxygens. How many oxygens do we see? Just 1. And so here's oxygen. I'm going to put the name of there in here. So oxygen, and there is only 1. So I'm going to put a 1 there. Now this next one says, how many elements are in this compound? Well, I'm going to look here. Each of these is an element. So there are 1, 2 elements in this compound. And how many total atoms are there? I'm going to count these up. 2 plus 1 is 3. So there are 3 total atoms in each molecule of the compound water. All right, it's as simple as that. If you want to use other materials to make your models out of, that is perfectly fine. Just make sure that you take a picture of your models and you attach them to your assignment, as well as completing the lab sheet. You'll also see that there are, well, there's a lot of points there. There's things on the back for counting atoms as well. So on the back, well, they'll be on a separate sheet for you guys. But anyway, make sure that you complete all of it and practice counting atoms. And if you have any difficulty, please reach out to your teacher during their Google Meet time. All right. I hope you guys have fun, and we'll be building some more molecules later on this week. So I hope you enjoy.